Good morning, guys. Time for a little math. Time for a little math. Alrighty, I know I send out a lot of math videos. I do. I send out one about every day. And I'm going to send out a message, I think, later to mom and dad, kind of explaining why I do that. Because you do not have an assignment every day in math. You do not. But I do send out a video every day. And I do it because math is kind of tricky. As we know, those math teachers are very evil. And they like to confuse us a lot. So it kind of helps if we take math into little pieces rather than throw it all at you at once. So I kind of try to do it a little bit each day rather than just a couple during the week. So you get a math video, plus it lets me keep connections with you, keep tabs of you, see what you're doing. But it also helps you guys to be able to remember some of this a little bit better, okay? So yes, you do get a math video every day. But you do not have an assignment every day. You do not. You only get 2 assignments that you need to do during the week, as mom and dad can. Alrighty? Okay. If you all watched yesterday's video, you know, me and this guy, we were best friends. Oh, yeah. Me and this dude were so good friends. And you know what? It all started with these 2 guys right here. Right there. That's what it started with. That's who caused Mrs. Froman problems. Yes, it was. So, if you remember yesterday, I was doing, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I ended up making a kite, which that worked. But it wasn't supposed to make a kite, and Mrs. Froman knew it wasn't supposed to make a kite, so she was trying to figure out what she had done wrong, and she put the magnet on the wrong side. I tell you, when you put the magnet on the right side, when you put these 2 triangles together, you get what shape? A rectangle. Yeah, that's what she was going for. And if you watched the video yesterday, you realized that Mrs. Froman called a rectangle, she called it a triangle. Not once, but twice. Yes, she did. Yep. And I'm going to say I was seeing to see if you were paying attention. But really, I just made a boo-boo. I messed up. Yeah, it happens. It happens. So today, hopefully, Boo-Boo stays over there in the corner where he's been told that he has to stay. But we'll see how it works. He might end up coming out. Alrighty, guys. So today, we've been talking about these lovely flat shapes. We call these 2-dimensional shapes. They're nice and flat. They're flat like a pancake. Kind of like what we draw on a piece of paper. Today, we're going to start talking about 3-dimensional shapes. Ooh, fancy. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying 3D shapes. And how many of you have ever been to a 3D movie? I think all of you have, because I think at our field trip, if I remember correctly, that was a 3D movie. So, and what was special about that movie? What did that movie do that other movies don't? Well, if you wear those special glasses, it makes a 3D movie or a 3-dimensional movie, makes things look like they pop out at you, like they come at you. So they make it look like it's popping out at you. So our 3-dimensional shapes are kind of the same. It takes something flat and it turns it into something that looks like it's popping out. So today we're going to learn a little bit about some 3-dimensional shapes. Okay, and I know the one that I just picked up is like everybody's favorite. And what are you going to call this? What shape is this? It's not a ball, huh? Well, it is a ball if you play with it and if you throw it. But remember, in math, we want to sound super smart. So if I want to sound super smart when I talk about this shape here, I will not call it a ball. No, I will call it a sphere. A sphere. That's a weird word. Really weird word. A sphere. What? Yes. His fancy name is sphere. So, yes, we like to call him a ball, but we want to sound fancy when it comes to math, and we want to get those math teachers. We want to tell them that they didn't win. So we call him a sphere, and he does. He looks like a ball. So he is called a sphere. I'm going to be asking you later, so remember. Alrighty, guys. The next ones that we're going to talk about. This guy. Does anybody know what his name is? Remember, I'm going for fancy names. This one, the best thing to think about is when it's really hot outside and you get to have a nice cold drink, what does Mom put in your glass? She puts in ice cubes. You got it. And the reason we call them ice cubes is because that ice is in this shape. It is in the shape of a cube. It's got... Ooh. These shapes have what we call a face. Like your face. Yeah, like your face. They have a face. And in that face, you will see a shape. So in this cube's face, what shape do you see? A square. You got it. His face, a cube's face, is a square. And his face is here, 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 here. No matter which way I'm turning him, you're going to see what shape? A square. You got it, guys. So a cube has a square face. Okay. So we got a sphere. We got a cube. Ooh. What's this guy? Ha ha. What's his face? His face is still a square. So what is this guy? He is still a cube. Is he much bigger than his baby cube? Oh, yeah. In fact, it would take 4 of this guy to make this guy. But, just for his face. That's just his face. It'd take more than that to actually make him. But, oh, they're both cubes. They both have a square face. All right. This guy. Do we know what shape he is? What do we call him? If I went like this, would that make it easier? Ooh, think of this one. Ooh, what does that look like? An ice cream cone. You got it. His name is Cone. And that is why we call an ice cream cone a cone, an ice cream cone. Because we put the ice cream into a cone shape. That is his cone. All right, so now he's got a point. That's not his face. That's not really his face. Oh, there's his face. What shape is on the faces of a coin? Of a cone. What shape is on the cone? It is a circle. You got it. So he has a face that is a circle at the top there, and he's got a point at the end. All right, so his name is Cone. He's a cone. Alrighty. Ooh. Another circle. Well, then this must be a cone. There. Uh-oh. That doesn't look like a cone. Because what's different between these two? The cone has a circle. Hey, they both have a circle for a face. Sweet. But what's different? Yep, the cone has a pointy top. This guy has another circle. He has another circle. This one we like to call a cylinder. A cylinder. Yes, and can you think around your house what might be the shape of a cylinder? Mom, can I have a Mountain Dew? Absolutely not. No Mountain Dew. Can I have a root beer? I suppose. Yes, a can is a cylinder. If we want to sound really, really smart, we can call a can a cylinder. If you next time you get a can of pop or a can of green beans or a can of corn, I want you to look at the top face and see what shape it is. And then look at his bottom face and see what shape he is. They will both be a circle. They will. A cylinder has a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. And he's got a long little body there. Or a shorter body. But he's got a body. He's got a body. Ha-ha! Like this guy. Circle, face. Circle, face. Longer body. But not as long as his dad here. Yeah, not as long. Alrighty, guys. So, those are the starts of our shapes. You can build with them sometimes. You could stack them. Ooh. Ooh. You can make all sorts of stuff. And to make this shape, you could say I needed 2 cylinders. A big cylinder, a small cylinder, and a, what's that guy? Cube. You got it. And I can build something with them. The only guy that doesn't play nicely when you're building, this guy. And why does he not play nicely when I want to build with him? If I want to set him, aw. If I want to set him, aw. Why won't he stay up there? What is wrong that he won't stay up there? He has curved sides. So this goes along with our circle. He does not have any straight sides. He has curved sides. And curved sides don't like to sit flat. They like to roll. So he is a problem when it comes to stacking. He does not like to stack very well. All right, guys. We have one more very important shape. And I saved this one for last because he sounds the smartest of us all. Are you ready? I have before you what we call a rectangular prism. Ooh, a rectangular prism. Now, can you imagine why I call this guy a rectangular prism? What about this guy? I like him too. He is also a rectangular prism. Now, why would I do that? Well, what shape is this guy? A rectangle. Notice anything kind of the same? The rectangular prism's face is a rectangle. It's a rectangle. And he's got a rectangle here, and he's got a rectangle here, and he's got a rectangle here, and there, and then, when I flip him there, though, he becomes a square. But remember, we kind of talked about how squares are still part of the rectangles. All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles get to be squares. So he's called a rectangular prism. Very fancy. Very fancy. So, alrighty, guys. We learned a lot of shapes today. A lot of shapes. And they are what kind of shapes? If we want to be regular, we call them 3D shapes. Yeah, we just call them 3D shapes. But if we want to sound smart, what do we call them? We call them 3-dimensional shapes. Yes, we call them 3-dimensional shapes. And a 3-dimensional shape is going to have a face. You got it. And that face is going to make a shape. All right, so I'm going to hold these up. You tell me what they are called. Okay, you tell me what shape they are. Ready? Hard to say, isn't it? A rectangular prism. Got it. Fun one to say. Sphere. A sphere. Cylinder. Cube. Cylinder. Favorite one. Cone. You got it, guys. You got it. So all of these shapes are what we call 3-dimensional. They have a face that has another shape on them. We can use them to stack. They're the best to be able to build things with. So tomorrow we'll kind of talk more about that, of what you can build with them and units that you can use to be able to build cool things and such like that. But for today, this is one that you might have an assignment. Today's lesson had an assignment attached to it, to where, yes, you're going to need to be able to match like the cube to the cube. And you're going to need to be able to tell which ones are rectangular prisms. Which one's a rectangular prism? The green or the blue? You got it, the green. Okay, so today is just about identifying these shapes, and they're right here. You need to watch this part again. Ready? Sphere. Cylinder. Cube. Rectangular prism. Cone. You got it, guys. Good job. Alrighty. I don't think Boo Boo came out. I'll know when I watch this video later, though, if I should have brought him out. He comes out a lot with me. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. We only have one more day in this week, so power through, power hard. You guys are doing awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.